What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I am in a different setting right now. I'm in a different setting at the moment just because I wanted to change my room a little bit and I wanted to kind of make it better, and you can see a little bit better of my room, and it looks a little bit more open, I think, and more cleaner. And I just wanted to rearrange it, and now I can actually film in front of a window and get good natural lighting, and I love it. And now I know what times are good to film, because today I tried to film at 9. Straight at me, girl. Straight at me. Today's video is going to be my coming out story, kind of how I came out and how I overcame my huge step in a gay's life. Because if you guys don't know, I am a homosexual, I am a gay, proud man. And if you didn't know that, then why would a straight man put on makeup? I just wanted to leave it out there to let it soak in. I know I'm too good for that. So I just wanted to share my story. Hopefully it'll help some of you guys that haven't come out yet or want to come out and you don't know how or how people do it. I remember when I was like middle school and I would literally watch every single video. I'd be like, oh he's cute, oh he's cute, oh he's cute. And I'd be like, okay, cool, okay. I wanted to see like the different perspectives. A lot of stories are sad. The parents don't accept them and whatnot, and that's really, really sad, and I do feel for you guys. But others are just, they accept me. So, just to put it out there, this is not a sad story-ish. I don't think so. It's not a sad story, so don't get your Kleenexes. Why don't we get into it? So, first things first, I knew that I was gay. Well, I didn't know I was gay, but I knew I liked guys, like in 1st grade, and I remember I was like, this guy is so cute, I want to give him a kiss. So I gave him a kiss in the restroom, and I went back to my seat, and I was like, yeah, I think you're cute. I kissed you, and that's it. I was literally scared that he was going to tell on me that I kissed him, and so my balls were rocking up, girl. I actually knew I really liked guys. It was like 7th to 8th grade. I started just talking to guys randomly, and, you know, I was like, oh, you guys like guys too? So it was just like random guys. And then I remember I had my first like a true boyfriend like at 8th grade, I want to say. I want to say I had it in 8th grade, and he was really, really nice. He was really, really sweet, so I'm kind of like blessed to have a good like first boyfriend. He was really, really sweet, and I'm gonna leave like names out, just saying. But I remember I had to leave my phone one day at my house because my grandma needed it or whatever, and I was like, no, he's gonna text me. But I didn't tell that to my mom. So I was like, ugh, okay, fine. He didn't text me before I went to school, so I was like, ugh. So anyways, I came back home and I got my phone back, and then I read it. Well, my parents gave me my phone, they were like, here. And I opened it, and they had a text message from my boyfriend saying, good morning, mi amor. And I was like, oh. And then they're like, who the fuck is this? Who is this guy? And I was like, oh, shit. And then they were like, are you gay? I was like, no. I was like, are you sure? Like, no, nigga, I'm not. Don't fucking pressure me. You know? And they just left me alone or whatever, so I thought it was pretty funny. I think it's funny now. That's when I kind of just knew. I started talking to guys, kind of like them. I was like, ooh, you're cute, you know. And then once I hit like freshman year, that's when like a lot of things changed for me. I had like a best friend at the time and 2 other friends that I thought were close to me, and I would like comment on guys' pictures on MySpace when MySpace was cool, and I'd be like, oh, you're hot, call me. This is stupid shit. And I think I was stupid to think that they wouldn't see it, because like Instagram, like you can go and follow and see who they like and comment or whatever. But I did it. I didn't think about it, and I remember those 3 girls would come like around me a lot of the time, and they would kind of like give subtle hints like, we need to take him out of the closet, we need to push him out, we already know if he's gay, just come out. Like, they didn't want to talk to me directly to my face, which I think is such a pussy move now. They kind of just did that for me, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I know it's about me. I felt so bad. I felt like so heavy. If you guys who are like my straight viewers, or like you guys don't understand the pressure of coming out, like it's intense, like it's like you're like a huge chest, like heaviness, like it's intense, and you just want to let it go, but it's really hard to kind of overcome that step, and it takes a lot of courage, and it's intense. So I just felt really heavy when they gave me those subtle hints and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, don't do it, bitch. Do not tell me shit. That just happened for a couple of months. And then I remember I was walking to school in the morning, and one of my friends was there, so I went to talk to her. And one of my other friends, she came from her bus stop, and she came inside and she talked to me, and she was like, Mitchell, all these guys on the bus are saying that you're gay, and I told them to fuck off, and that you're not, you're just really cool, you're just genuine, and you need to talk to them and be like, what's up, man? Stop talking about me. And they're like, no, it's okay, because, you know, it's true. And then that's the first time ever, like, that's the first time ever I admitted that I liked guys, that I was gay. I was like, oh shit, I fucking said that shit. So that was intense for me, and I went, and I was turned around, I turned to my friend, one of my best friends, and she's like she was paused, she was like, what? And I was like, did you not know? And she was like, and I was like, shut the fuck up, bitch, you fucking knew. So that's what happened. And then, you know, later that day I had PE, and throughout that day I was kind of feeling so heavy. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna talk about me, they're gonna know, it's gonna happen to all the entire school, and everyone's gonna talk about me. That's how conceited I am, thinking everyone's gonna talk about me. So by the time it was like PE class, the end of the day, I had my friends in there, my best friends in there, and then we had to walk around the track or whatever, and then we can do whatever. And then I remember when we were walking, one of my best friends, Diana, she was like, Mitchell, we gotta talk about something that we heard at lunch. We have to talk about it. You have to say it to our faces, because it's not fair that you only told one bitch. So they obviously were like, okay, so Mitchell, we want to ask you if you are. And then I was like, yeah, I am. Like, literally, that's what I said. I was like, yeah, I am. Before they even finished the sentence, I was like, yeah, I am. And then I remember she was like, Diana was like, she got so happy, she got so excited, she started jumping. She was like, oh my god, we can talk about boys, we can talk about men, we can talk about girl stuff, and I don't have to feel crazy around you anymore. I was like, the fuck? You felt crazy around me? Really, bitch? So I just thought that was really, really funny, but that just made me like, her reaction just kind of made me happy, because I was like, okay, so they don't think I'm a freak, they don't think I'm weird, you know? And that just kind of liberated me a little bit, and that just, from then on, I just felt better. So yeah, that's how the year ended. It felt better, and then I remember when I came out to my parents, it was like sophomore year, and that's when I had a man, like a secret man that nobody knew about. And, you know, we did stuff, and my parents were like, Mitchell, you seem so different. You seem so different. And I'm like, why? And they're like, I don't know, you just seem so different. And then I was like, well, I'm happy. Is that what you're asking? And then I remember I came home one day because this stupid jock, he was getting on my nerves, and he was just calling shit out, and I was over it. And then I remember I came home crying for some reason. And then my parents were like, why are you crying? You need to be open about us. You need to be open about school. Are they bullying you and stuff like that? And at that time, I only wanted to go in that school like earlier than everyone else, because all the popular kids would hang outside in the morning for some reason. And then I hated walking in there because everyone had their eyes on me, because, you know, what are you going to do? But I was like, no, I'm not getting bullied. So I remember I just cried. I cried to my mom. And I was like, they're making fun of me because they think I'm gay. And my mom was like, baby, don't even worry about it. Just be who you are. And if you're not, then just let them stray, you know, bitch. Fuck them up. I was like, no, Mom, but it's because I am. And I'm scared that you guys won't love me anymore. And so she just hugged me, and I just cried my eyes out. And then She just hugged me. She was like, I know, and you don't have to worry about it. And then my dad, he was like, my dad's one of my greatest supporters because he's like, before I even came out to him, he was like, I love you for who you are, not for who you like. You're my son. I love you no matter what the circumstances. And, you know, I was like, okay, that just kind of helped me out a little bit. So, my parents approve of me. They love me still. They think I'm annoying, though, because I'm a guy and I don't help. So, that's the only thing they don't like about me, that I'm lazy, but they accept me for who I am. So now that I kind of just liberated and I accepted myself in front of everyone, it just helped me out a lot. Like when that night happened, I felt like I was here climbing. I was climbing up like here, and after that I just felt like, oh, it's time to end. And so now I felt so much better and so much relieved, and I just felt so better about myself, and I felt confident, and I ended like, I went to senior year and stuff, the truth and everything, and I just felt so much better. So yeah. And if you guys were wondering, I started wearing makeup senior year. So I didn't wear a lot. I had like an e.l.f. concealer and e.l.f. eyeshadow that I did for my eyebrows, and NYC Sunny. That's all I had. In a year, girl, you can change. But the moral of the story I want to tell you guys is do not let anybody else kind of force you out of the closet. Do not let anybody else pressure you into coming out, because if you're not ready, do not come out. Fuck that bitch up. You know, that's what I should have done. You know, but I honestly, to be honest, if it weren't for them, like for those 3 girls that bullied me a little bit, I would have not come out at all. I would not have lived my life the way I am right now. I would not have been so good to myself. And also, I think the only thing that helped also was that Glee was at its prime at the moment. You know, Glee also came out, and, you know, it had Kurt come out, and it had him find Blaine, and, you know, that was like, okay, well, I want that too, you know. So I want a man. I want a Blaine, and that's, you know, I want to go through the halls, and, you know, it was like something I wanted, and, you know, I never did it, but at school, but, you know, it just helped me realize and helped me be happy with who I was. And I just want to tell you guys that you have to do it on your own, and you have to try to accept yourself, because everyone else can accept you only after you've been accepted, like after you've accepted yourself. Y'all, I just feel like talking so much. Oh. Anyways, so yeah, that's my coming out story. I hope you guys found this useful or helped you in some way, and hopefully it inspired you to come out to everyone else, because you have to live the life that you want. You don't want, I remember some girl said this to me, and it kind of just stuck with me. And do not live your life a lie. Like, you do not want to wake up when you're 40, married, with kids, and be like, I don't like you, I don't love you, I want to be with a man, you know. You gotta accept yourself first, and that's what and I'm so happy I did it. You know, some people do it when they're 20s, and do it when they're like 30. And I mean, do it at your own time, of course, but, you know, I do want to live my 20s and my 30s and my 40s with a man, and, you know, I want to have children and do all that, and I don't want to lie to myself, you know. I want to be honest, and that's what I've grown to be. That's why, I don't know, I feel like I was lying so much when I was younger, and now that, after that, I just feel like I can be more honest with myself. I can be honest with people, and that's just kind of helped me out a little bit. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up. This just helps me out so much. Please remember to share my videos. It'll help me reach a lot more people, and it'll be my dream of mine if you did. And I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe down below if you found this video helpful at all. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Oh, before I forget, tell me if you guys do like my new setup. Not my new setup, but like if you guys like my new background. And also, if you see this around me, I did a new end card, slate, whatever.
and I am putting like new like plugins, and I'm trying to redo stuff because I'm trying to redo everything because I feel like I haven't done anything very unique or anything like that on my own. So yeah.